Good morning, everybody. If you can hear, I got the defrosters going strong. We had some frost, but I'm heading over for the last hunt. Won't be there all day, and I'm getting a late start. It's already 7 o'clock, but just one of those things. Sometimes you can get out there early, sometimes you just have to go when you get a chance. So I'm going now and getting ready to pull out. Should be there in about 20 minutes. And I'm just going to hunt from the ground, I think. Do have to retrieve camera arms and safety ropes and cameras and feeders today, since this is our last hunt, or my last hunt. Jerod can't go. He's got to go to a competition for his daughter cheerleading squad. So like I said, picked up Alvin yesterday evening. Of course, he's not a member of the hunting club, so he can't hunt this week. So I'm headed over that way. Next video will be from the club. Well, I'm here and going through the gate right now. I'm gonna have to shut it and lock it. It's 21 degrees over here. There's a good frost, and they still have some snow in the shadow areas, you know, where the sun's not hitting. But we'll just have to see. I mean, this has not been a very good year for Jerod and I bow hunting. But I'm trying. But next week's rifle season, and we'll be headed to camp in 1 week from today. So, but let me get out here and shut the gate, and I'm gonna get in the woods. All right, I'm headed into the woods. Haven't seen any deer, and I only seen one vehicle over here on the property so far. I mean, 8,000 acres. It's hard to tell where anybody's at. But you know, if the bucks are chasing does already, I wanted to be over here. It's like I told Alvin when I picked him up from the airport, that the bucks were already chasing does. That probably, since rifle season doesn't come into the 25th, we may miss the rut altogether. So this would be the week to be out here bow hunting. You know, normally buck season would come in next week, but for Thanksgiving's the end of the month, we're a week off now. So, but I'm getting ready to head in the woods. I want to concentrate and keep both hands ready. So put this phone away and update you when I can. Well, I've seen my first deer already. It was right over in that thicket. Too far for a bow shot, rifle shot, maybe. But I couldn't tell what it was. It was one deer by itself, and it went over the side of the hill into the holler. But that's one already this morning that I seen. And I'm not even to my stand. I'm where Alvin's stand is. So keep edging my way towards my stand. I think that's a hawk sitting right there. Not 100% sure. I seen one fly in. It might be just a clump of leaves. But I know it had the squirrels barking. About 9:25. Other than seeing that one deer, I haven't seen anything. Did see a hawk in here a little while ago. Got the squirrels all stirred up, and then he flew out. I thought what I had videoed earlier was that hawk sitting on the limb, but I think it's a pile of leaves. But he was in that general area whenever I shot that little video. But I haven't seen anything since being here. Now, of course, I'm hunting from the ground. I'm not up in the stand. I didn't even bring my safety harness with me, so I did get up in the stand to get my bow hanger and the umbrella and camera arm and stuff, but I mean, it's a ladder stand. I guess I could set in. There's no chance I'd probably fall out. But like I said, haven't seen anything. I'm going to stick it out till close to noon, then head home, drop off my gear, and then I need to head back over here. I'll probably bring the bow with me and retrieve Jerod's camera and camera arm and stuff. I might bring the crossbow. Not for sure yet, but we like to pull that stuff out before we leave to go to camp. And like I said, next Saturday we'll be at camp. In fact, probably by this time we'll be at camp, because we're going to leave early Saturday morning. So I'll turn this camera off and concentrate a little bit more on hunting, keep my movements small, and I'm pretty well hidden by these trees I'm at. But if you remember the last time, I was right here, and that doe and two little ones, I was watching that hillside over there and just happened to turn back around, and I guess she just seen me turn, and she booed one time and took off out to what I call the escape ridge. So, just thought I'd give you a little update. There's a squirrel sitting right there on top of that old tree where the tree snapped off. He just climbed up there and he's sitting right there. There's a squirrel in the distance barking. Well, it's about 10:30 and I haven't seen nothing other than that one deer when I first got in here. I'm going to ease my way back out. I've got a lot of stuff in my backpack. I'm going to take my time, head back to the truck and dump this stuff out. And I may come back on in here, go to Jerod's spot, retrieve his stuff, hunt that spot for a little while. But I haven't seen anything other than a couple squirrels and that hawk that flew in. And that's been it. I haven't even seen any turkeys or heard turkeys. So it's real quiet. I see that hawk again. I can't get him on video. He's up in the tops. I just seen him fly from one tree over to the next. But this year's been a rough year. Yeah, there's still a lot of bow season left, but as a friend of mine that watches my videos and also a member of the hunting club, he asked me if I was done bow hunting for the year, and I said, well, I posted back to him and said, not sure. I said, you figure you got 2 weeks of rifle season coming in a week. Then you got 3 or 4 days of what they call early doe season. And then you have muzzleloader season. It's a week. Then that leaves you maybe a week before another youth hunt. And the late season doe hunt, it's about 3 or 4 days. And that wraps up December. And, you know, by the time all that gunfire's been going off between rifle and doe season and muzzleloader season, be an act of God to get a doe or a deer within bow range. The least little movement or the least little noise, are going to send them into the next county. That's how I posted it. So we'll just have to wait and see. I'm not going to say this is it for bow hunting for the season, because I might get back out here again, but we just have to wait and see. But I'm going to work my way back to the truck, taking my time. Probably get there about 11:15 or something, and just see what I might see. Well, I'm back to the truck. It's almost 11 o'clock, so I made it out of here quicker than what I thought. And I'm debating on whether to empty my pack. It's got my camera arm, bow hanger, my old umbrella, my safety rope. And I'm just wondering whether or not to unpack that here, take my backpack, maybe take my bow back in and go get Jerod's stuff. But we still have the feeders to get. Of course, we come over tomorrow. Of course, that's Sunday and we can hunt on Sunday, so we might do that in the afternoon and retrieve the rest of the stuff. Brenda's at home. She's watching our grandson, since Jerod and Louisa had to take Lexi to the cheerleading competition. So Brenda's watching him, and she's not feeling very well, so I may go on home and help her with him, so she ain't got him all day by herself. She's probably had him now for about an hour. So I appreciate you watching J&J True Outdoor Adventures. We do apologize that this just hasn't been a good year. Ever since they come through here and put this power line in, and they've done a 100-foot right away for the power line, but also the landowner clear cut and select cut a lot of areas, and I think that's changed their patterns. Plus, mine and Jerod's schedules didn't work out this well this year. We got the feeders out late, so it's just been a bad year. The mass, as we've reported, there might be some mass. It might be spotty, but in our area, going towards our stands, we've picked up nuts. We've cut them open, and they're black inside, so you know they're rotten. So where we were late getting our feeders out, I'd say other people on the lease who've had feeders out all summer long and been keeping up with them, them deer's probably around their areas. It's all our fault. We could have done better this year, but like I said, the schedules just didn't work that way. So again, I appreciate you watching J&J True Outdoor Adventures. Like I said, buck season coming up. Stay tuned for that. And hopefully we'll have better luck up at camp. Alvin made it in, so the 3 of us will be going up. So we'll just keep our fingers crossed. So stay tuned, and thank you for watching. And wouldn't you know it, I'm coming out of the woods, and standing over there is a deer looking right back at me. That's over in the power line. Oh, there's 2 deer. I see the second one. Now, can you believe that? 2 deer. They're eating that grass right there. And I'm getting ready to get out and unlock the gate. There, they both just looked up at me. It's like two does. But I'm not after a doe. Of course, you know, I don't need meat in the freezer. I got meat in the freezer from last year. Still. I mean, it'd be nice to replenish it, but you just have to wait and see. Yeah, just as soon as my door made a noise, they took off running. Just them two. Like I said, that's how it goes. You come out of the woods, your bow's put up, you're not in the woods, you're almost on the county road, and you look over, stand in the power line right away, and they're eating grass. So, that tells you there must not be much mass in the woods. But there's two deer standing there feeding. But that's how it goes when you're hunting. So again, I know I ended the video earlier, but I wanted to give you that little update. So stay tuned for more J&J True Outdoor Adventures. Appreciate you watching.